Fun.
I'm doing well. Thanks for speaking with me today. I know
You
you've had a
bet.
lot going on, and we'll get right to it. The
Okay.
team, are you ready?
Yeah.
Awesome, good. The team's been off since December 13th. We've had some games postponed. How has the team handled that time away for the court as you kind of get back into starting to play again?
Yeah. I tell you, Marcel, I'm super proud of this team with how they've handled themselves all through this pandemic, and being able, to have to sit out, quarantine, whatever, for 7 days, and keep yourself as in good a shape as you can during that time. Um, Under those circumstances, and stay hungry and committed and focused to what we're in the middle of a season, the start of conference. They've done a really good job. Proud of them. We've come back to the practice court, really had some good strong workouts. So I just, we're ready to play. It's time to play again.
Now, with that time away, I'm sure you've been able to reflect on some things. The team's off to a 4-1 start, has some big wins over Notre Dame and Boston College. What do you think's led to the fast start for the team this year?
Yeah, I think, one of the things that after we lost in overtime to Georgia, that was our second game of the season. And I think we proved to ourselves in that game that we could overcome some adversity. We didn't have our starting point guard. We were limited with the amount of players that we had because of injuries. And we really just played well and played great as a team. And I think we've continued to build on that. Our leadership has been phenomenal with our seniors, Lorella Kubai and Kiara Fletcher. Even though Fletcher's been hurt, her leadership is still so strong. So I think after that close loss, we just realized that, hey, we're pretty good, and we're going to be even better when we get our injured players back. So it just we kind of turned a little bit of a corner at that time and have been playing very confidently.
Yeah, you have three players scoring in double figures. Do you think with the injuries and just the way the team's been set up has led to more balanced attack offensively?
Yeah, it has, and I think what's also happened is I think this year as a coaching staff, we spent a lot of time. When we got our players back, we spent a lot of time shooting the basketball. We needed to be a better 3-point shooting team. We were like the worst in the league last year. We needed to just be a better, more confident offensive team. We were a really good defensive team last year. We will continue to play good defense, but I feel like we've opened it up a little more offensively, and our players, look, man, players want to shoot the ball. They
Sure.
want to shoot the ball and score. So I feel like we've done a better job of opening things up a little bit for them more, and they're playing a little more freely, and that's given them confidence.
Do you think also you being your second year with the program has increased the comfort level on the offensive side? I think you mentioned the defense, but just being your second year there, do you think the team's just more used to your style of coaching and what you want to see on the offensive end of things?
Yeah, I do believe that, Marcel. And I think the other piece of that is there's so much just trust between the staff and the players. And man, you've got to have that when everybody's very competitive. We push them hard in practice. They've got to trust that we believe in them, even though we've got to get on them. And we have to trust that they believe in us and trust us. And I think it's been a really good marriage in that department, in that trust department. So I think it's helped us be a better team.
Yeah, and then lastly, you have North Carolina State coming up. They're nationally ranked. You're both undefeated in conference, so it's for first place in the ACC. What has the how preparations been going for NC State, and what will you have to do well to emerge with a victory?
Yeah, I tell you, they're really good. They've got their 5 starters are extremely good. So we've got to be able to guard a lot of different actions, the offensive actions, because Wes Moore, the head coach, really runs some good stuff offensively. He's got 5 players on the floor that can shoot the 3 ball, so that makes him really difficult to guard. And then they've got their 6'6" post player inside, Elise Kunane, who is as good as any post player in the league, maybe the best one in the league. So we've got our hands full guarding guarding them. and then you got to turn around and go score against them. So it's going to be a real challenge for us. But I think it's going to be a challenge for them too, having to guard us and what we're capable of throwing at you on the offensive end.